Tiambos was denied or was moved from the coaching staff when Phil Summers was there because they wanted a more technical coach.
Yes,
and Curtis went and did his certificates.
Yes.
So, the policy changes based on who is in power, in my view. There's always going to be a change of policy based on who is in power, for whatever reason.
But I
and some policies don't change, It's just the individual who has the decision-making power, who comes up with his own way of looking at things. Now, if I say certain things, people say that I'm anti-small island. So I'm trying to be diplomatic. But it says sometimes diplomacy doesn't win the war.
But it's going to be difficult. I believe it's going to be difficult for Western at this point in time because there's so much rambling with our captains and this coaches and all kind of different thing, and everything doesn't seem to be set in Western's favor right now.
To be honest, I hear your point, Colin, and I respect all the arguments from the other side also. But it's either here or there because Westerns need something that can propel them to where
they should be. And
if it's this, is this.
We should
and let's hope down the road that he can get certified. But if it's him, if it wasn't in a West Indian and you bring in a white man on that premise, I'll
all hell will go loose.
Yeah. But then it's an West Indian.
But you have a coach with him now from New Zealand now.
Yeah, but I think the point Abdi is going on to make is
that
if the coach was an overseas
without being certified,
without being certified, you won't hear the end of it.
Right.
And interestingly as well, most of the noise about Sammy shouldn't be the coach because he's not certified. It's coming from Barbados, and to a lesser extent Trinidad. From what I've gleaned, listening to different sports programs across the Caribbean. I mean, the Barbadians are hopping mad because, they put a lot of store on qualified coaches. What's his name?
Andrew.
Philo Wallace was very critical 2 Tuesday nights ago on the VOB program hosted by Andrew Mason. So this is Atenes continuing?
No, there's Benjamin.
Well, Benjamin has the physique or the looks or the resemblance of Justin Atenes. Tall.
He played for Empire.
Bow-legged.
He played for Empire also.
Okay. So there's a resemblance. This should be out. Catch, well judged, well taken.
And that's the end of
the end of the game.
Was the end was
All Saints all out for 84. So you see, with a little bit more effort, could have been a chance of them getting up to the 125. So congratulations to Mahico, winning their second match on the trot, and All Saints winning one and losing this one 1-on-1. So as the fielding team shakes hands with the last 2 batsmen for the All Saints team. Mahico scoring 124 of their 20 overs, and All Saints, after a good start, getting up to 40 without loss. Parish at 84 all out in reply. So Mahico winning by 40 runs, and congratulations to them. Any quick thoughts from both you, Abdi and Vanwa, before we wrap it up and send it back to...
I think that All Saints are actually give away their hit, I put it this way, because what we saw in the batting was not of what we expected to be. And I think that the Mahico man, they held their nerves, and of course they played some good soft, but I believe that All Saints was a person, the players who just give their wicket away in just for no sense or the other.
Well, the Mahico men, they could build on what they have, but in my opinion, they didn't bat pretty well. And, as I said earlier, Dana was wasting a lot of time after batting for so long, but I don't think they had enough runs. But then because of the awful way in the approach of the All Saints men,
yeah.
you know, the runs becomes the run 124 becomes a mountain, you know, and it's very sad cricket-wise when you look at what you see, you know, and some of these guys are first-class players, right? And you see, can't even assess the condition, the game, instead of, okay, we had 10 runs per over, it's going looking 6 runs and over. Okay, just defend 2 maiden, just wear out the bowlers. But no, if you want to come, yeah, but you have to give Baltimore and tap in credit. They come and bowl some nice hard length, and the batsmen were forcing the issue, and the Parishes. So kudos to Captain Scott and the Mahico team. I think Colin was saying that the captain held his nerve and really set some good feel, and kudos to him.
Yes, I thought the handling of the team in the field by Kenrick Scott, you know, says a lot about his temperament, about his knowledge of the game, and I just wonder where was Kenrick Scott maybe 5 years ago in terms of captaincy, and I knew him from since about 2015-16. My last son, who is 20, who will be 22, used to go and play cricket with him at Rising Sun. That was about 5 to 6 years ago.
Right.
And he was a decent player at the time coming through. I'm kind of surprised that no one saw his captaincy ability in him at that time.
Did he make himself available for?
Well, he was always around.
Okay.
He was always around. He would help shipwreck Joseph with visiting teams when they would come to Antigua, and anytime cricket is playing at the stadium or over at Coolidge, he would be there assisting. So he would have been known that he has come to the youth ranks. I'm just saying, you know, with his captaincy in the T20 final, especially against Liberta, defending that low total with a young team, and here this afternoon I'm seeing some sort of cricket noise within him that should have been recognized years ago.
But one thing before you, was he the captain? Who was the captain before him as his son in Empire?
Atenes, just
Atenes, and Atenes was well.
I'm just saying, Bert.
Yeah. I'm just saying that.
We have to go back to the studio because we have to wrap up now.
No
we can
problem,
continue this discussion another time, maybe on Parish League Sports Line, whenever we're invited back again.
Okay.
So it's over to the studio with the news that Mahico have defeated All Saints by 40 runs in this ACB Caribbean Xavier Richards Thursday League match here at the Mahico ground. On behalf of Van Wy Burns, Abdi Hughes, I'm Colin James saying goodbye and good night.
Stop sponsoring 20 years now.
15 years ago again.